It's
And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 6 catches, 72 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
From the 27, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Allen. That's caught by the... And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they've got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll run on first down. Warren. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
3rd down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A 2-yard pickup.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His last catch was number 1100. This one, 1101. Puts him even with 2013 Hall of Famer Chris Carter.
So it just tells you it doesn't matter whether you catch it with one hand, catch it with 2 hands. They count the save. And what a number he has put up in his career.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
15 more yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Herb Smith Jr.
Allen to throw once more. This is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. He'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. The Dolphins at 10-5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
2nd down and inches. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed. I
love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That's caught left side by Hardman.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren.
The pass.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
They're going to look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On play action, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll toss this out right for Spiller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Spiller. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Isaiah Spiller with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Isaiah Spiller. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Warren. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
On first down, it's Warren. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Miami.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 3 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cole Kmet. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 5. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Drake Jackson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Allen's throw taken in by Adams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. Ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. For them, if they could get it. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Damian Pierce, a touchdown run in the victory. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. A 5-yard gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And it's 3rd down.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. A gain of a yard.
Up the middle they go. Warren. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Brought down at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the 3rd quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Allen. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Allen forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up third down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To the air, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd and inches, Allen. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
19 yards. 1st down, Miami.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, Warren. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Warren,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raiders now set to get the football back. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On first down, Allen. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. To throw again on second down. Allen steps away to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard
On play action, Allen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Allen's pass intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a three-possession fourth-quarter lead. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Warren. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far.
On the return is Sims.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders.
Deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen going to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Allen now on first down. Smith catches left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And it's complete to Adams.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Allen to throw once more. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Miami set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. On third down, Warren. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
And this returnable for Sims.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's good.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Allen's throw is complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now Allen.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Allen. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Here's Allen.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Allen.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Allen.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Now Allen, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
They'll start on the ground here on first down, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had this offense firing on all cylinders, so let's count up some of the numbers. He went for well over 300 yards in the air, had 4 touchdown passes, and was clearly prepared for this one and executed the game plan to perfection.
So for the Dolphins,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.